Welcome back to the Battle of Bouvines, 1214. This is turn 4, the beginning of turn 4. When I was doing the end of turn 3, I ran out of space on my phone, so it abruptly ended. I was just about done with the video anyway, so just briefly, there was just some battles here. He pushed in here, knocked some dudes back, and yeah, he was routed, but he rallied, that guy. He pushed some stuff back. So right now, Otto's like kind of in the thick of it. This unit's discouraged and fatigued, but he's facing the rear, so I don't know what's going to happen. But it doesn't look too good for the coalition. So let's go and ahead and jump right in to do our command checks. I'm going to just do those on camera this time. So again, I'm doing the dice system, so I know where people are. Now, Garen is a 3. So we're going to have lots of out of command people. It's just turned into a mess. I probably didn't do the greatest job of keeping, well, I obviously didn't do the greatest job of keeping everybody in command this playthrough. Of course, I set a hard rule that I would, when I did a cavalry charge, I would max it out as much as possible. So that has an impact. For example, he's far off. He's far off, so that means that, of course, they were kind of blocked, so they couldn't help it. Ferrand is a 3. He doesn't really... This guy way down here. Ferrand keeps getting... The units he's stacked with keep routing, getting pushed away. Well, actually, these are just archers, so they should take a rest. Alright, who else? Okay, Otto is 5. Alright. Actually, all of Otto might be in command now. Except for, well, these guys aren't. Just this whole side is shut down now. A lot of it. Like both sides. I'm gonna run out of markers. So all that's just, well, he's got his, let's see here. So Philippe, I think Philippe's probably good, except for, well, this guy's obviously, I'm not even gonna bother. Pierre, that guy's out of command. Or no, it's not Pierre. 3. Alright, I think everybody else is in command. So at least me with one of these. I'll put it there. He's obviously going to try. He's going to try to sleep. That guy will try to sleep. Rest up. Okay, so artillery and archer fire. Anybody who's non-adjacent, the only side, there is like a sequence. There's a scenario-defined attacker and a scenario-defined defender. It's just generic, and that really just impacts this phase on like the order of fire. But only the coalition have archers, so it's not going to have an impact. There's an archer unit here. Archer unit here. There should be another one over here somewhere. I thought Longsword had 2 archer units. That's the other one, isn't it? Yeah, but he's adjacent, so he can't fire, but he can fire. but he can't see him because he's back on the hill. He can see this guy though. I can't see him either. He can't see anybody. I don't think. Yeah, he can't see anybody. So he's just down there. He doesn't have any shots. So we're done with that phase. So initiative phase. Gonna see who gets to go. Coalition would love to go. Coalition is green. Nope. 11. Man, I might as well just call it. Jeez. That's going to be actually devastating to the coalition. Because that's an 11, 12, 13, 14 versus 10. That's a 4. So they go and then they force the next. Oh, man. I mean, just for the sake of making it interesting, I wanted to cheat and say that the coalition goes. Because if they can go, well, that's what I rolled. It sucks for the coalition. I don't think they're going to get any points. Okay, so who did the French want to go first? The French... I mean, I don't know. I know I want to force Ferran to go next because his stuff's all out of command. Well, actually, a lot of that's auto. Yeah, auto just moved his stuff over here, plugged that gap. And now I'm really realizing they should have just not worried about it and hit this really hard because these militia are weaker. And they could have done a lot more damage. So that was a misplay. It was a big misplay. I guess maybe I just haven't played the Germans very well. So who will the French go first with? The French will go first with... I think the French will go first with Pierre because they need to go first over here. Otherwise, he goes before Pierre. So, or Philippe. So he'll have Philip go because Philip wants to go before Otto. It's beneficial. And then, okay, so let's do some moving. These guys aren't going to move anywhere. And he's discouraged. He's very upset. So they want to try to attack right in here. So let's see here. It's tempting to charge, but... Yep, he's going to turn. He's going to take him. He's going to take him. Or Flan will take him. He can't really get anywhere because of the zones of control, but he wants to do something. I'll move up to here. He's going to mess with him. This guy's discouraged. He's not going to do anything. these aren't Philip. Those are. And this guy, I'll move him up. Killing blow kind of thing. So the only melees we're going to do here are going to be like right in this area. Okay, so let me grab some melee markers. Okay, I'm going to need a couple of these here. Okay. Not charge, just melee. So we're going to melee here. Here. All of these places. Okay. And you have to attack everybody in your frontal. That's why I turned him and have him take care of him, so Philippe and Otto can go at it again. So I'll do this one first, though. Okay, so odds is 2 to 1, so I've got +2, +3 for differential, and +4, +5 because the defender is discouraged. So it's a total of +5. That's an 8. Fatigue and retreat. He's already fatigued. He has to retreat. Well, he'll go that way. You can retreat any direction. I know I've made a mistake. If you retreat to one of your frontal hexes, you suffer a level of disorganization. So like if this guy already being discouraged, retreated in his frontal hex, which he can't do anyway right now, he would become routed. So he just gets pushed back and he's forced to go this way. And he will change his facing. One. Okay. I can't say for sure that it's a rule that you can change facing. I can't find it in there. It does talk about changing facing one hex side when after you've done a charge, and you can do an elan or a dispersion. So I'm just applying that rule for regular advances. You can do one side. Okay, so moving on. So we're going to do what do I want to do these in? Well, there's no charges, so it actually won't matter. If there were charges involved, it would matter more. So let's do this one first. So he's going uphill, so -1, so it's only +1 because he's discouraged. +1 for that. +2 because of the type, and then the quality. +2 -1 +1, so +2, and then the knights versus pikes is +2 more, so it's a +4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's a +4. 9 fatigue and retreat, obligatory advance. He's already fatigued, so he just gets pushed back. He won't change facing, he'll stay. Okay, we'll do the Oriflamme next. So that's knights on pikes now it's 1 to 3. It's a -2 because of odds, so this is bad. -2. This may be a bad idea, but I already declared it. Should have paid attention. So -2 because of odds, but +2 for the thing, so it's 0 +1 because of quality, so it's a straight +1. And that's it. So it's a 1. So the defender is fatigued and the attacker has to... oh, shoot. He can't retreat. He could retreat here and become disorganized. I think he has to. I don't know if the stay in place is... I don't think the stay in place is because it requires you. It's not optional. When it's not possible, the defender can remain in position. When retreating, a unit can change facing by 1 hex side when retreating. Yeah, maybe you can't change facing when advancing at all, because it explicitly says it for retreat, but it doesn't explicitly say it for advance after melee. So maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I'll just do it differently next game. So he can retreat. Oh man, that was actually... Okay, so now he has to retreat forward. So that means he's going to become discouraged. He's going to lose a level of organization. And when retreating, you can change facing. He's going to change it like that, I believe. That's probably the most beneficial. All right, and so here's this battle. So the troop quality is actually better, I think, now because he's fatigued. Yeah, so +1 for troop quality, +2, +3, +4, +5, -2, +3. So this is a +3 attack. A 9 would be very interesting right now. All right. It's a +3, so it's a 1 through 3. Defenders fatigued. They're already fatigued. Attackers retreat. All right. Well, he can just go that way. Okay, so that was really inconclusive and not exciting at all. All right, so let's go to the next activation. They're going to force... let's see, they might force auto, because this is a bunch of auto stuff. Just... why do I want to force them? Because they can't really do anything anyway. Except try to move away and get in a position. So let them try to do that before they get messed with. So they'll force auto, I think. Oh, Philip's non-command. I need to finish that. So they can move half. 1, 2, 3. And that was it. Okay. Philip's done. Otto's going to go now. So Otto's got guys all scattered everywhere. He's going to try to rest. All right. I'm actually going to take this off because it's known, so that I can use this to remind myself after his activation. All right, so let's try to move in kind of an order. All right, he's in the way, so I can't. That's really, and it's actually good because I was thinking about doing a charge, like when I was looking at this before I played, charging here, but now he can't do that because he would route this unit. I wonder if it'd be worth it. It might be worth it. It might be worth routing him. Just saying, fuck it, because if he gets a good hit, then he could hit him in the rear. Actually. I mean, it's not a great odds because he's got +3, but I'm not really sure you can reaction charge if you're getting hit in the rear. I'll have to look that up. I feel like just going for it. I mean, the Germans, the coalition has got so many issues right now that I'm going to have to think about that. So so the Oriflamme is something to target. So this Oriflamme is something to target. They're discouraged. They're knights, but they're discouraged. So the discouraged is going to cancel out any benefit. They're going to be they can be attacked from above a hill, so that would only be a +1. But it would be get a +3. Well, he can attack him. This guy right here, and he's going to change facing. That's going to cost 2 points. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, so They're just going to try to go across the line there. What is Otto going to try to do? Otto's got to try to get out of here. That's what I was going to try to do. It would be dumb to charge that. That would be silly. He could attack this guy. In the rear. Like this. I think he's going to stay. Okay, so what would the chance be with a charge? It'd be a +3, +4, +5, +6. It wouldn't be a +7. It'd be 3 for charge, 3, 4. Be a +6. So the key, if I do this, is to... It's only a militia. Let's do it. So he's going to charge him. So when becoming routed, you go 2 back. I'm assuming I do that right. It just says you route militia if you charge through them. Okay, melees will declare 1 here, 1 here, 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 here. Is there going to be any shots? I'll save the charge for last. So this is going to be just straight across with these guys, so it's going to be just a +1, I think, for all of them, for troop quality. Pike on militia is just flat, so odds, no, +2. 1 to 1 is a +1. Favors being aggressive. So +1 on that, +2. Do that first. A 4 is absolutely nothing. Same here. These are all going to be the +2s. Yeah. 9 is going to be fatigue and retreat. He's already fatigued, so nothing. But he's pushed back. There's an obligatory advance. It just makes sense that you would be able to do that. Actually, I don't know if he wants to do it though, because that guy can just turn. So we just have to hope that this guy gets pushed back. So it's another +2. A 3 is defender's fatigue, attack or retreat. I guess I'll go there. I don't know. Okay, right here. I'll just say just he is attacking because there's no benefit in piling on really. Because 4 to 1 is a +2, +3 for downhill, +5 because he's discouraged, but then back down to +3 and +2. So it's only a +2. 6. Defender retreats, fatigued and advances. This guy's okay. Otto is going to try to get this guy. Its rear is +2, I think. +2, +4 for commandership. +4. -1 for uphill. So it's only a +1. It's not that good because he's disorganized. +1. 6, defender retreat. Alright, so he can retreat into a rear hex, which will be there. Obligatory advance. And he'll change 1 hex side. Okay, so now we're going to do this charge. Okay, so 1 to 2 is nothing. 3 for charge. 4 for quality. 6. 7. It is a 7 because it's +3 against militia. It's +2 against pike. So +7 on this charge. It's only a 9. Fatigue and retreat. With an advance, and he can change 1. So he's going to go for Philip again. And let me look up about reaction charge. Can attempt a reaction charge only if being charged through one of his 3 front hexes. So he can't reaction charge. So he's going to get charged through the rear, which is +4. With the leadership, that brings it down to +1 and a 0 because of quality differential. So it's just a straight roll. He's getting charged in the rear with an Elan, but it's a 0. A 9 would make things interesting. It's a 6. Defender retreats. He has to retreat into a frontal hex. So that means he becomes disorganized. Or discouraged. And he's fatigued with an obligatory advance. So this guy, I mean, he would have been nice to get something. Well, he can only do 1. Something better. Like not fatigued there. If he hadn't been fatigued, he could hit Philip again. And, but it wasn't to be. Okay, so let's move their non-command units. Let me figure out which are auto. This one. I think that's Ferrand. So these units here. Now that I have this, I can put this on him. So these guys are going to do something. They can only move. If they move, they have to move closer to auto. Oof. Two. Well, can't really do anything. I mean, you only move half when you're out of command. So, and it costs 2 to change facing. That would be 4. He can't move 4. So they're just stuck there because they're engaged. They're engaged in stuff going on. So that's that. Okay. So those are those. So we're going to go back to the ones, and tiebreaker goes to the coalition. Okay, so Ferrand can't really do anything. Either. He could go. He could move up to here just to get his other guys in command. But in terms of their movement, I mean, when you're next to somebody, you're stuck. You're stuck. So he's going to move, I think just for his activation, the only thing he's going to do is 1, 2, 3. That way they'll be in command next turn. Okay, so this guy will go now. Robert. So Robert's just up here. Okay. 1, 2. Right. I don't think Robert's going to fight anything. He's just going to, because he's getting tired. 1, 2. They're just going to do that. That's what he's going to do, because he is getting tired. It's hard to know. I don't know. Okay. This guy is just not having fun either. If he attacks there, he can get shot. It's going to be bad. If he attacks here, 2. That's going to be bad too. I don't think he's going to do anything either. What he wants to do is try to get out of there so he can rally up. But he can't because he's adjacent to somebody. So he can't really do anything. It's not worth the risk of fighting. Well, maybe HA versus MI is +2. That would cancel. +2. It's not that good of odds, and it's not worth it because you'd have to advance and all that stuff. So I think he's just going to hold at this point. We're in the shoving match part of things. There's not a lot of fluidity there. Okay, so let's move on to Garen. Okay, so Garen has this guy who's out of command, who would like to move away, but he's out of command, and they're tired. I think a lot of his guys, well, he's not tired. So he's going to hit those knights. Like that. They're going to move up here. They're going to try to just like hang out and just like shoot at people. They're not going to attack. The only melee is going to be just here. So I can take that off because Farand is gone. I don't need those. Okay, so he's going to attack. He's got 3-2 odds. +1 for that. +2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a +7 attack. And it's a 9. Oh, no. So it's a 16. So he's just straight up routed. All right. Routed with a retreat. And we have an obligatory advance. So, damn. It has to be in a straight line. 1, 2. He's going to be eliminated. Just straight up. His routing has to be in a straight line. You can't do that. So he's just straight up eliminated. He routed. That was a retreat. So he routed through 2 guys. So he's a 4. He's good. He's a 3. He routes 1, 2 back. He's got to make a morale check or a quality check, and he's good. Alright, so we have an obligatory advance, and we got to roll to see what happens with Garen. He was fighting against knights. It's melee. No effect. So he's good. He survived. Or wasn't wounded, wasn't captured. Nothing. So that was pretty bad. Or good, depending on your perspective. They didn't shoot because they can't shoot in the ranged combat segment because they're adjacent. And they didn't declare melee, so they can do offensive fire. So that's that. Okay, on to the 2s. I don't know that it matters what order I do these guys in. So, because Renaud, well, that guy belongs to. Renaud might want to run over here to keep that guy from running away to help rally him. So, because he's got 3. I'd still have to roll a 4. Might not be worth it. Got these knights here. They would like to hit those knights, I guess, but they don't want to mess with the. Because I've seen that at 1 hex range they're pretty good. So 2, 4. If he moves like that, he won't have to attack them, and then he can get in the mix with Robert II. Try to poke through here. So I think I'll do that, and he's just gonna. I don't want him to route off the map. That's the only thing he's doing. He's going to declare melee right here. It's unfortunately not in the rear, and it's knights on knights. Better quality, +1 for quality. Leaderships cancel out. So +1. It's only a +2, but I'm trying to do something here. 6, 7, 8. Fatigue and retreat. Already fatigued. He advances. He'll turn 1. Eudace's turn. Now he's not next to anybody, but the all repos technically you put on there in the command check. There was somebody adjacent to him at the start, so it has to be continuous. So I forgot about him, moving him. What could he have done in the 2? He can't do anything either. He's stuck. Okay, so Eudace will do what? I don't need this anymore. I don't think there's anybody else as well. He could rest. Eudace is these guys, they're stuck. These guys can. They're just going to want to change their facing so they don't get hit in the rear. And then he, with his knights, I guess he'll. Does he want to attack here or attack them in the rear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be a +7. He'll attack him. That'll be the. He's not going to attack over here. He'll attack him +7. 10. He routs because he's discouraged, but he's already fatigued. Discouraged plus fatigue is rout, so he goes. Plus a retreat, and he goes that way. Okay, that's Eudace. Pretty simple for him. So, William Longsword, he might be positioned to do some damage. He's not lined up for a charge, unfortunately. These archers are kind of useless. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's definitely going to be that. One, 2, 2. William's gonna run over, join up there. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 melees. Come on, William. I want to do this one first, so make sure he doesn't have a rear hex to go into. So Ha on Ha is even odds. 1 to 1 is +1. Troop quality is the same. Discouraged makes it a +3. So it's just a +3. Wait, but he's attacking from the rear, so it's +2 more. So it's a +5. Right? Odds is 1. Discouraged is 2 more. Rear is 2 more. +5. Terrible. Retreat. Well, that does rout him because he has to retreat through a frontal hex. So immediately routes 2, and he advances and is fatigued. Not ideal. Are these knights? Those are some fresh knights. So they're going to get revenge on whatever William's doing. Alright. Net -1 on leadership. Just going to cancel the +1 for that. And for that. So another +1 for odds. So it's just a +3. Quality is 1. The leadership is a net -1. Odds. Rear. +3. 7 to 9 fatigue and retreat with an obligatory. So he's going to be actually. I don't know, he can retreat here. Getting wacky. Getting wacky over here. Needed to roll just a little bit higher. A 7 would have been better, but it's not what happened. He's not discouraged. They're just getting sleepy. Okay. So now we're down to Pierre. And what does Pierre want to do? 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could come up here. And hit him in the rear. Or he could... Well, that guy's just kind of useless there. He can't really even move away because of the zone of control. I think that's just what makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think everybody else will just... Well, he might as well... He'll attack those knights in the rear. Sure. And then he's just going to sit there. Let's do this one first. Attack in the rear is +2. But militia attacking knights is -3. -1. This was a dumb thing to do. -1. And troop quality makes it a -2. But it's 2 to 1, so it's just a flat roll. Quality -1. -2, -3, -4. Two to 1 odds makes it -2. Rear, yeah, it's just a 0. It's just whatever gets rolled, which is 0. The attackers are fatigued and retreat. Okay, so they're like, can't handle that, so they'll just retreat. Where will they retreat? He might end up here. They'll retreat here. Change facing one hex side. Okay, so here we've got attack in the rear, which is +2, +3 for quality, +4, matrix +5. Odds +6. It's +6. 13. DNR. I don't think he's going to change facing. Yeah, he won't change facing. And these guys are discouraged. Okay. So that's the activation phase. Those are all done. So we're going to go to the rally phase. So he recovers fatigue. You do that first. So his morale will be better for his rally check. I wonder if routed units can recover fatigue or not. That make a big difference. Like, oh, he just became routed. Did he just become routed? I don't think so. So that could make a big difference, actually. Well, I can get rid of this. In terms of the rally attempt. See, 11.2 resting. can't move at all. Yeah, doesn't say they can't. It just has to do with being adjacent, can't move or do anything, so he got routed this turn. So did he. This guy was routed, I'm almost positive. And he got routed this turn. He was already routed, so he might, well, no, his quality's the same. These guys weren't adjacent, so their morale goes up a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to do our rally checks. So I'll just start from left to right. So he needs a 4. Nope. So he's going to do route movement. I'm just going to do the route movement as I go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. He's back. No. He can't. These guys. One of them rallies. Let's do that. So he's. This guy's just that. This routed guy rallies. This guy does not. This guy, no. This guy, no, so he routes off. This guy, probably not, no. Whoops. Those archers just can't get it together, and he's ended up adjacent because of the guy advancing, so he's just going to keep going. And that's it. That's it for turn 4. Did all the route movement and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and advance the turn marker to turn 5. Still looks really bad for the Germans. Can't deny it. There's a little bit of ray of hope up here, but Pierre's little countercharge there saved the day a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. Now on the right, I think that's kind of stalled out, but I think that Guerin is just going to need a turn or two to reform. He needs to get rid of some of those guys so he can get some space for himself to rest his fatigue units, and then he's going to come around and deal the killing blow to the rest of the coalition army. I definitely think I misplayed the coalition. I should have been extremely aggressive in the center with the pikes just rushing instead of spreading the line out to quickly do it, especially seeing how Guerin's cavalry just got tired and they need some time. They're kind of got a little bit disorganized. But we'll see what happens next turn. See you later.